have to say, Sydney ranks among the world's most livable cities with our stunning harbour and beautiful beaches. As your New South Wales Parliament member, I believe Sydney honestly sets the urban living standard for a city. We have ideal sustainability.
Objection! With respect, that's only part of the story. Despite being in the Parliament, you clearly don't know the long-term effects of the city. Yes, Sydney's pretty at the moment, but sustainability? Please, you aren't doing anything about it.
Hold it! But the government is taking action. We're investing in so many things like solar energy, greenery, and lots of bike lanes. Not to mention, you don't know how many trees we've planted, the amount of cycling lanes we've added, and the new metro transport.
You might have explained at one point, but what about the 5.5 million tonnes of waste Sydney produces every year? The urban heat island effect means that the western suburbs are melting in summer. The 85th percentile mark shows us that Sydney relies on rainwater. However, you aren't even concerned about the fact that pollution is contaminating waterways. Take that!
None of this changes the fact that we planted trees!
Objection! So you reckon that'll help when Western Sydney hits 48 degrees Celsius and everyone's fighting for shade under trees that can't keep themselves up? But yeah, you know what, you're right. It's totally fine.
You cannot just use mediocre points with no proof. You fail to realise that Sydney's population is rapidly increasing. They need to convert more land into residential areas from normal homes to high-rise to house more people. We need to do those things to support our residents. Take that!
Hold it! As if building skyscrapers that cost $1 million trillion to rent out makes a difference. But sure, my mediocre points are the issue.
Trillion? What's that supposed to mean? Our housing is affordable and top tier.
Sydney's got such high costs that even billionaire tycoon Roblox players are struggling to afford rent.
What is that even supposed to mean? We're investing into affordability.
Hold it! Define affordable. Because if it requires selling 4 kidneys, then I think we need a new approach.
Objection! You've made all these points but we've got a huge one. We recycle. In Sydney markets, we recycle 70% of the food waste on site and we install nearly 9,000 solar panels which generate over 11% of renewable energy.
And I cycle. What's your point? Claiming to be an MP and not knowing anything about the city is one hell of a statement. Regardless, affordable? An average apartment to rent fortnightly in your city is $2,000, and that's just renting out of CBD. Going to one housing website, and a decent apartment with basic necessities costs as much as my DNA. Plus, what about other bills, like water, electricity? Here, if you want to buy properties, you won't find anything under. Take that!
Hold it! Sydney's housing market is doing great. We're investing $10 billion into 100,000 new homes to support affordability. Plus, our 24/7 accessible transport, Medicare for people, and employment sectors are thriving.
Thriving? It's giving surviving. Rent is skyrocketing. Buying a home is a luxury only people with 6 figures have, and not to mention the amount of commute people further from the CBD have to do to get to basic needs.
Look, you're only focusing on the negative things. Whatever you say or do does not change the fact that we're making Sydney the most sustainable city in the universe. We're even exploring turning discarded avocado toast into biofuel. Take that!
Hold it! Avocado toast biofuel, huh? So when the entire city smells faintly of smashed avo and feta, we'll know the government's sustainable initiatives are in full swing. Brilliant! But what about the incredible amount of urban sprawl that's gobbling up our precious bushland? Just look at this river! Take that!
We aren't gobbling up bushland, we're simply expanding our glorious urban footprint. Think of it as city blessing. Now, for that, look. It's just a natural part of development. Even if it's slightly rustic. But have you seen a brand new road we're building in the area?
Rustic? Don't make me laugh. It's giving toxic mineral sediment and a distinct lack of aquatic life in town. You're building outward so fast instead of ecological conserve. People won't be having delightful scenic drives, they're stuck in traffic, watching their petrol tanks empty faster than any politician's progress. You're adding millions, but are you actually upgrading anything?
For that counts, who are you to judge Sydney?
Well, for starters, I'm in the city.
Sydney's infrastructure is technologically up and constantly. We're upgrading for the future, geographer. A future where Sydney is so efficient, you won't forget we ever had this ordeal in the first place.
Objection! This point you're trying to prove is as effective as the handheld fan in the western suburb of the university. Okay, we're losing ecosystems, not just planting pots. Why are we paving over bushland for landfill?
Waste management is the new progress. We're turning trash into something meaningful. Even more than avocado toast biofuel. Nothing goes to waste here. Take that!
Trash to joy. Right, so all those overflowing leads you see in the inner west and problems of illegal dumping are just part of the grand illusion of the experiment. Okay, so while you make romance and rubbish, let's talk about social equality in this metropolis.
We're focusing on anecdotes, but we are building diverse housing options with millions of dollars of funding, from compact efficient apartments for the busy professionals to spacious multi-generational living spaces. Take that! What was that?
You know nothing about the real struggles of Sydney. What you sound like is an MP who's building golden stairs for the wealthy and cardboard for the low income, while the rest goes broke. Take that, you utterly disconnected, delusional.
You dare accuse me of being disconnected? I breathe Sydney. I bleed Sydney. You're the problem. You and your negative nonsense.
Am I guilty or not?
Guilty!